Hey guys, I'm Cousin Slim, and this is Corn Dog. I haven't done one of these in a while, but what I wanted to do was Total Eclipse. So Total Eclipse is gaining Eclipse triggers your Alkin Friendly, rank 3 talent. Makes your next Wrath or Starfire apply an additional effect. After gaining Solar Eclipse, Wrath will apply Entangling Roots for 6 seconds or Insect Swarm to monsters. Also, Sunfire, which teaches Sunfire if you know Moonfire. I'm going to use the Critical Cycles, which is a super long RE. Periodic damage of your Insect Swarm is increased by 30% and is able to critically hit. For this build, I will only have Starfire and Insect Swarm carded, so no Moonkin form unless you roll it later on. Still, this build is going to be fairly good and should do very well in Heroics and Mythic Plus. Also, if you're looking at my cast bar, you'll notice I have a start of Wrath, Moonfire, Righteous Fury, and Battle Stance. I tried for longer than I'd like to admit, and this was the first time that Wrath and Moonfire came up on the same set, so I ran with it. I picked up some new people, and I want to see if they like the XP buff, so I brought them along. Here's level 10. I'm not really looking for anything, but really Frost Nova is a good start. So here's level 12. Again, this isn't that great, but we're just hoping for Moonkin form later on. Still, the lunar and solar eclipses are going to be a lot of damage solo target, so we should be alright. I don't want to blow a talent point, and I want focus magic, so I'm going to get conjure food. I picked up two guys back at the starting zone, Avre and Plin Plin. I gave Avre an XP potion because I was feeling generous, and helped him pay for his first mount. All this time, Plin Plin stays in the starting zone, although he's level 9. We ran over to the dwarf mount because Avre couldn't buy his mount. Then I went to the Wendigo for an easy level. I was ready for some team building adventure time. Our very first fight, Mono a Wendigo. Meanwhile, Avre is on his horse heading to Ironforge, but saying he needs to go to Stormwind. It's like I'm on the phone asking, where's this guy going? Like, why do you want to go to Stormwind so bad? And I picked up Conjure Water and Divine Protection. But now, since we're level 15, we can put on those juicy enchants. We make it to Ironforge and Plin Plin mysteriously leaves the party, not to be heard from again. Not long after, Avre logs off as well.
Get scammed, idiot.
I don't know what happened to Plin Plin, but I'm genuinely concerned because he looked like a new player, and I wonder how he didn't even get out of the starting zone. But he never talked in chat. So he might have spoken like French or something. Alright, instead of doing a dungeon, sometimes I do battlegrounds. So let's see if we can do something in this. Right now it's a 4 versus 3. Okay, so that's gonna be level 18, and I could get Ghost Wolf, but I don't really want that, so I'm gonna tank the build instead and hope for Moonkin form later. Okay, so that was the longest 1600 points of my whole life. Intimidating Shout, Healing Touch, Holy Nova. Probably gonna go with Healing Touch because we don't have a spell for healing right now. So I joined a battleground that was in progress, snuck right in, and I used Travel Form to get the last cap. And I think I get 31 here. Yeah, so I'm gonna go Regrowth for another heal because all those are bad. Arcane Shot because I don't want Shadow Burn, and there's my carded Insect Swarm, but never see Seal of Justice very often. Now we can put on this helm, and we'll have critical cycles. So the periodic damage of our Insect Swarm is increased to 30%, increased by 30%, and can critically hit when Solar Eclipse is active. Solar Eclipse is a level 50 talent in the druid tree, so I'm not going to be able to use this until level 50. Until then, we gotta scrape by in dungeons. If you guys are of level and in the area, stop off in Darkshore to do the quests to kill the werewolves. They're pretty easy, and they're always in the bonus zones. Plus, the third quest in the chain gives you another quest back to back. So right after turning this one in, I get another 70,000 EXP. So I didn't really get any dungeon groups, but I wanted to do more PvP, so here I am again. But I mean, this is just we're 5 capped already in 5 minutes. They're really trying. I got 41 from that. Seal of Command. This is my 38, I think. I was 37 when I was in here. So I get Seal of Command, Psychic Scream, or a res. Kind of want to do Psychic. Let's see where I would use this. This is 40 Rain Soul. Get a Void Walker. I mean, that could be cool. Can't. That's so annoying how they make you have to like wait, accept a dungeon queue or the battleground queue. Why can't I just change my talents or like sell my gear? So whenever you can get a Eye of the Storm, I always like to take these really quick, in my opinion. They're always pretty fun. There's a lot of kills to go around, so you definitely level up. Hey, we got a new rank. Private Corn Dog. I did get this Zimmer's Vexing Cane from a PvP battle. It's huge. It's actually from the ZG boss, and then I got these, the Jumanza Grips, which I think are a drop from the ZG boss, like a different ZG boss. So my guy is good right now as far as gear goes. Doing some rerolls, and I just got Arcane Power. So when activated, your spells and abilities deal 15% more damage while costing 15% more mana to cast. That's huge. Hand of Salvation is pretty cool, but Arcane Power is disgusting. So I have Icy Veins and Arcane Power. Now I can use Eclipse. So at rank 3, Eclipse, whenever I cast Starfire, my Wraths are going to be 30% more powerful for 15 seconds. And if I cast Wrath first for 15 seconds, my Starfire is going to have 30% increased crit. As you can see here, since I'm mostly going to be PvE with Corn Dog, I'll get a free cast of Insect Swarm with Wrath and Moonfire with Starfall. It's going to be pretty easy. It's just orange is Wrath, blue is cast Starfire. Pretty easy. It should be a pretty good build too. On top of that, I'm going to have Earth and Moon, which increases the damage taken by my Wrath and Starfire by 10% and also reduces healing. Just a lot of increases on this build, like all around. That's what I was telling y'all. It's like a little bit of a slow burn, you know? Early levels you gotta kind of struggle, but then you make it. So I find this guy in the Blasted Lands in the PvP like hard mode, and he invites me to group up. And I asked him why he was questing, and he really never said a word. He didn't even say anything in chat. So he was kind of just following me around, helping me out with kills, but he never attacked me, so that was good. Probably saw that I had a EXP buff and wanted in on it, but it still shows that people are out in the world, you know, questing and not just dungeon grinding. Out here leveling, and I just see the Embrace of the Wind Serpent drop, which is a lot of intellect, a lot of spirit that I need, and then it increases power by 35 and PvE power, but it also has powerful Wrath on already, so it's really perfect for me. So I'm gonna replace that level 18 chest that I have. Okay, so I just got back to the server after a reset, and there's just a bunch of rares walking around. So far 2 rares have just walked right at me, and I'm getting a lot of loot. I think I got the Hurricane, which isn't an amazing weapon, but I got a backpack. My other mate that was just with me isn't back after the reset. So I'm just watching the top right side of my screen, and if it's orange I cast Wrath, if it's cast Starfire, but so far it's pretty huge. Our tank guy? Okay, a little bit of difficulties in this prison, but I missed the recording on this boss, but from the scout you can see it's about 720 DPS, so not a terrible build, but there's still room to grow with items and more abilities. Also, I just picked up Fire Blast since I didn't want to expend a talent point on Mutilate. For the longest time, one of the items I had on it had a Super Troll RE on it called Meeting Deadlines, where killing enemies gives you meat, except it only gives you tough jerky. So my bags were filled with tough jerky like every time I got out of a dungeon. It was the worst RE that you could have. I think to get level 60, I'm gonna go and Try to level is winning. Battleground. I join and my team. Let's see how this is. So many level 53s and stuff. Great. So this build is kind of pumping, just a little bit, but the thing I want to see is on the Eclipse, I get a Starfire. Okay, so that's 60. Pretty easy game. Swiftbend? And now for everyone's favorite part of making a character, rerolling 65 times or deleting the character. No risk, no reward, right? Starfall. I might have to take this. You summon a flurry of stars from the sky on all targets within 20 yards of the caster, each dealing 122 to 141. Maximum 16 stars. I think I'm gonna take it. Here's the last one. Engage. Well, I think I'll have to take disengage just for fun. Never mind. All right, well, all right, I just did my talents. I don't have Moonkin form, so I'm missing out on improved Moonkin form, so about 3% haste. Oh, I don't know, it might be 10, 20, 30% nature damage, but okay. I'm gonna start getting into dungeons and get this guy geared. When looking over this, I noticed that I didn't even have bracers at level 60. Like I wasn't wearing bracers. You can see it right there. No bracers. I got into a strat for my first 60 dungeon, and I'm gonna use Blizzarder Ton here to get these packs down. I picked up Blessing of Wisdom in the rerolls, the Spirit Buff from Priests, and Spellstone. So that's gonna give me about 10 spell haste. I would be showing you guys like what this dungeon's going like, but between all the times that I've been stunned and all the times that this group is just pumped, I'm gonna say it's not really realistic to get a feel for what this specific build can do. This group is an absolute pump, so huge, and I'm out of mana, so can't really. I'm gonna try. This is kind of what it's gonna look like. Please don't kill me, please don't kill me. Redemption? Does anybody need? Because if I can get that redemption, I think someone else is thinking about it. I know it's a healer staff, but it's better than what I have. It's kind of troll for me to need on that, but he'll use it more. I don't have bracers on? I made it to level 60. I made it to level 60. No bracers. Oh, sick. It's like, man, my item level is kind of low for this. 47 and I'm level 60. All right, let's see if I can let's see if I can do some damage on this guy. And with that, with the curse of elements, and he's almost dead. Or 915. Gonna continue wrath. We should do this one. So get a quicker cast, and then so far, I mean, with the stun, it's 847. It's not horrible. Now I'm asleep. Well. Alright, that's gonna be it, guys, for this one. Corn Dog is gonna be back. But this guy was fun. I think he does a lot of damage. He's bound to do above 800 to 1,000, depending on Here, I think once I get him into heroics and mythics, he'll do a lot more, but I don't think there's much else I can do besides get Moonkin form and maybe get like focus magic. But I think he's in a very good spot, and thanks for watching. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this or if you have anything you'd like me to try next.